Uh,
Is my whiteboard also visible to all, guys?
yes, sir.
Okay. So in today's class, we will discussing about the constructor, right? So what is mean by constructor? In yesterday's lecture, we will see definition of constructor. But I will also today's class I will also revise from the definition. So what is mean by constructor? So what is mean by constructor? So what is the definition of constructor? So it is a one type of method, or we can say it is the special type of method which is used to initialize the non-static member of class. So everyone knows that what is the non-static members, right? Because for non for calling the non-static member, we have to create the object, right? And in that object creation, we need constructor, right? Hope this is clear, guys. So also in today's lecture, I will write the definition of constructor. So it is a special type of method which is used to initialize non-static member of class. This is the definition of constructor, right? Or in other word, we can say regarding constructor, that is, it will load the non-static member of class into object which is created by new keyword, right? So in yesterday's lecture, we will see how the new keyword will create the all means what is the role of new keyword here in the constructor or in the object creation. So that already we discuss. So it will, or the constructor will load the non-static member. It will load non-static members of class into object which is created by new keyword, right? So this is the other definition, or in other word we can say that the constructor will load the non-static members of the class into object which is created by the new keyword, right? So this is called as the constructor. So how we can write the constructor? Suppose I am taking one example for constructor here. Suppose I have a one class, so that class name is suppose demo. So this is the class name, right? And here I am taking one reference variable. Suppose I am taking d as a reference variable, and here it is new keyword is there, and this is my constructor, right? So this is my constructor. It is constructor, right? So in yesterday lecture I already tell you, so the class name must be the same as that of the constructor name. Why this is? It is mandatory. It is mandatory, or class name same as constructor, or in other word we can say constructor name should be the same as class name. Here I am taking demo, as a class name. Here it is a reference variable and it is a constructor, right? So why it is mandatory for taking the class name and constructor name is same? What happened here, guys? Listen carefully here. So in JVM architecture, before that, someone asked me in yesterday lecture, sir, what is the heap area and that. So for that, I will explain here uh, the architecture of JVM. So in JVM architecture, there are four areas are there. So this is the one area. This is second area. This is the memory location, guys. So what I am writing here, this is the memory location. So this is the stack area and this is the heap area, right? And this is static pool area, or in other word we can say class static area. And this is the method area, right? So what happened here? So in heap area, there is a non-static members are present, and we can declare the non-static members in the heap area. So here we can declare the non-static members. Non-static declaration is happen in the heap area, and here the static declaration will happen in the static pool area or class static area. Static context is there in the static pool area or class static area, and in method area there will be the both static as well as non-static members are present in the method area, because method contains static as well as non-static. So that's why in that memory location or method area memory location, here the static and non-static declarations are present, or static and non-static members are present in the method area. So here static and non-static declaration. And in stack area only the main method is present, only main method here present in the stack area, no other members are present in the stack area. Okay, so what happened? So here in from the heap area the execution will happen, from execution will happen from here, from heap area execution will happen. So in heap area, the constructor will load the non-static members. So in heap area, the constructor will load the non-static members here. Constructor will load non-static members. So how execution will happen? So in heap area and inside the heap area, we can declare the non-static context, and inside the static pool area, we can declare the static context, and here automatically the static members are loaded with the help of class loader. So here who is responsible to load the static members? So here the class loader is the responsible to load the static members, right? And here who is responsible to load the non-static members? Here the constructor will responsible to load the non-static member. So what new keywords will done here? So new keyword will create the empty memory block in the heap area. So new keyword will create here empty memory block, and it will store in the reference variable. Object gets stored in the reference variable, right? Hope this is clear, guys. Who asked yesterday what is mean by heap area? Guys, clear?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So this will happen in the constructor, right? So I am discussing about constructor. Suppose I am taking demo d equals to new demo, and also I am telling you the why the name should be same. The here demo and that is demo constructor. Here it is a class name, and here it is a constructor name, right? So why it should both are same? It should be same or it must same. So why? Suppose I am taking example of, suppose I am taking one class. So that class name is suppose Rita I am taking here, and I am creating object of that class. Suppose how we can create the object? Class name, there is a reference variable R, new keyword is there, and also here constructor. So this is the object creation, right? So this is the one class name, that is Rita, and suppose I am taking other class that is also Rita. Suppose I am taking class REETA, Rita, and here also I am creating one object. So Rita, I am taking T as a reference variable here, equals to new Rita. This is constructor, this is class name, right? So what happen? The new keyword will get uh, load or get stored. The reference that constructor will load in the heap area, right? So what happen in the heap area? There is a name should be the same. Rita and Rita should be same, right? Because the pronunciation of Rita and Rita is same here. So how to identify the that class name in the heap area here?
based on the reference variable.
Right. So here for that purpose we must give the name of that constructor should be the same. So our new keyword will identify which is our Rita, RITA or REETA. So according to that, the new keyword will find the in the heap area to which is our Rita or which is our class, right? So according to that, the new keyword will create the object. Hope this is clear, guys. Clear? So I am writing
Yes.
here for identification purpose. Class name must be same as constructor name, right? So this is very important point, so always keep in mind why class name is always same as the constructor name, because for identification purpose in heap area there are multiple classes are there. So which class we have, so for identify that class which is our class, so that's why the class name must be same as the constructor name, right? So in other point of the constructor is, constructor doesn't have any return type. Constructor doesn't return anything. What it means? For example, I am taking here the main method syntax. Suppose public static void main This is our main method, right? So in that main method returns something here. What it main method return here? Main method return void. Void is nothing but the nothing. It will return nothing, means it will return void, right? So like that, the constructor also return nothing, means constructor doesn't have any return type. So always keep in mind, constructor don't return anything, right? But main method will return void here. So constructor doesn't have any return type. So this is the uh, next point of the constructor. Hope this is clear, guys. So how we can write the constructor? I will write here the syntax for constructor. Suppose there is a class name, then reference variable, and this is the initialization operator, and then constructor, and then separator. So for example, I am writing here. So class name here I am taking demo, reference variable I am taking here d. This is the initialization operator equals to, and constructor is same as class name. So this is the constructor, and here we are giving separator. So this is the structure for writing the constructor, right? So this is nothing but the initialization operator, right, guys? So this is the constructor. So how many types of constructor are there? So which are the types of constructor? Anyone knows, guys?
Default constructor, parameterized constructor.
Which type of constructor are there?
Default constructor, parameterized constructor.
Right. There are two types. Mainly there are two types of constructor are there. So I am writing here types of constructor. So first one is default constructor, and second one is user defined constructor. And user defined constructor having two types. First one is zero parameter constructor, and second one is parameterized constructor, right? Hope this is clear, guys. So constructor having two types. First one is default constructor, and second one is user defined constructor. And user defined constructor is divided into two parts, that is zero parameter constructor and parameterized constructor, right? So what is mean by default constructor here?
Constructor name is same as class name.
uh,
Compiler provide default values.
what?
Compile
Yes, the constructor is provided by compiler by default, right? So that is nothing but the default constructor, right, guys? So what is mean by default constructor? I am writing here the constructor which provided by compiler by default. It is called as default constructor. Hope this is clear, guys. Right? The constructor which provided by compiler by default, so it is called as the default constructor. And what is meant by user defined? So user should create constructor that is nothing but the user defined constructor, and in that zero parameterized constructor, suppose I am taking a user defined constructor. So in that zero parameter is nothing but the, in that parenthesis there is nothing mentioned in that parenthesis. Suppose in demo here, this is zero parameter constructor, because here we doesn't mention anything here, so this is the zero parameter, because we don't give any parameter here, so this is nothing but the zero parameter constructor. And what is parameterized constructor? Suppose parameterized constructor is nothing but we give something parameter here in that parenthesis, so that is nothing but the parameterized constructor. For example, I am taking same example, suppose demo, and in that parenthesis suppose I am taking Rahul, suppose. So this is the parameterized, because I am giving some parameter here. Here this is the parameter. Rahul, it is a parameter. So this is the parameterized constructor. Hope this is clear, guys. Up to this, anyone having problem? Guys,
No.
yes, up to this clear?
For inside the constructor you declare Rahul, it is parameterized.
Right. And here we don't declare anything because it is uh, blank. That is nothing but the zero parameter. We don't declare anything here under this parenthesis, right?
And it is also default parameters, default constructor.
Yeah, this is, we can say default, because it is
Okay.
created by compiler, na? That's why.
Okay.
Okay, so this is nothing but the, so in interview you might ask the difference between the method and constructor. So what is the difference between constructor and method? So this question might ask in your interview. So I will write here the which question asked in the interview. The question is, so the difference between method and constructor. So what is the difference between method and constructor? So we will see what is the difference, right? Here I am writing method and here I am writing constructor. Okay, so tell me one by one what is the difference. First difference is
So method initialize behavior of object.
what?
Method initialize behavior of object.
Method.
Initialize behavior of object.
Okay, and second,
Constructor initialize state of object.
the difference. So first we have to write
And method may have return type, but the constructor it does not have return type.
This is the most important difference. So I will write first the definition of method and constructor. Okay. So
Sir,
while telling
sir,
yes,
uh, you're writing, sir, is that a question between the different between the construction and the method, sir? Now you're writing, sir, is that the
Yes, yes.
yes, difference between
different
method and
between the construction?
yes, I am writing there
Construction, yes, sir. Is that?
method and
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay,
constructor.
thank you.
So my handwriting is not clear, guys. Kindly confirm. So I will.
It's okay.
Okay, na. So what is the definition of method? Tell me, guys.
Sir, it is used to initialize
ఇదేనా ఇంకోటి ఏమైనా
behavior of
ప్రాబ్లం
object.
ఒకటేనా ఓకే డన్
What is the definition of method?
It is used to initialize
It is
used to initialize
It is used to perform a specific task.
it is used to
behavior of object. Behavior of object.
that is constructor, na.
State of object is constructor.
It is used to initialize the behavior of object.
Yes, sir.
Here constructor.
It is used to initialize state of objects.
Of object, right?
Yes.
Here the method return types and constructor doesn't have any return types, right? So that
Yes,
is
sir.
the second most important difference. So method it is having return types.
ఎంతది 58
Mute yourself, guys. So when we call the constructor only during the object creation, right? But how many times we can call the method? So is there any restriction to call the method, guys?
No,
So that is also the main difference between the constructor and method. So the method we can call any number of time, right? But constructor we can call only during the object creation, right? This is the also the important difference between method and constructor.
yes.
Method it is called any number of times, right? So this is the third difference, and it is called only during object creation, right? This is also the difference. And then next difference,
Constructor name and class name both are same, but method name and class name it is not same.
yes, means the constructor and class name must be same, but here this is not the hard and fast rule. They might be same or may be same or not may be same, right? So method, so here I am writing here the class name must be same as constructor. So here the method so this is the uh, difference between constructor and method. Hope this is clear to all guys. So and in other we can say the method are used to reuse the code, and the constructor we can use to load the non-static method during object creation. That is also the next difference between method and constructor. I am writing here. Fifth difference. Methods are used to reuse the code, and constructor it is used to load the non-static method during the object creation, right? So it is used to load the non-static method during object creation, right? And last difference, you can tell the example or types of method. So types here, that is one main method is there, and second one is the regular method.
Regular.
This is also the one of point for the difference. And here the types of constructor is default constructor, and second one is user defined, right? So this is the uh, difference between method and constructor. So up to this, is there anyone having problem, guys? Please let me know.
For constructor also we are having main method, right?
Constructor, yes, Tulsiram, tell me what you are seeing.
For constructor also we are having main method, right?
Yes, constructor also having main method, no? So under main method we can create the constructor. Okay. So this is the regarding constructor and method, right? Okay. So we'll discuss the one program regarding constructor. So how the constructor will work, or how we can create the constructor, right? So for that I am taking one example here for constructor. Suppose I am taking one class there. Suppose class name I am taking here gun as a class name. This is class name, and in that class I am taking one string. Suppose string type of data, string gun name I am taking here, and suppose I am taking integer. So here I am taking number of bullets. Suppose this is the integer. We can give any number of bullets, how many number of bullets according to our gun name, right? Okay. And I'm taking non-static method here. Suppose public void What is the method name I am taking here? The shoot as a method name. Here, this is the non-static method. Okay, and I am using for loop here. So don't worry, guys. In upcoming lecture, we will see the loops as well and conditional statement. But for just for our example, I am taking here for loop. So suppose in for loop I am taking integer I equals to 1 here, and I is less than equals to, here I am taking number of bullets, right? So number of bullets, and here I use increment operator. Okay, and I am printing here suppose something. So system dot out dot println. Suppose I am printing here discount. So this is my one class, right? So here this is the non-static method, right? And this is the regular non-static method. So to call this method, what we need here, guys, to call this non-static method, or how we can call the regular method, because it is the type of regular method, that is the non-static method. So how we can call this method, what we need here to call this method?
Main method units.
Need main method, right? And here this is the non-static method, so we have to create the object of that method also, right? Right, guys? So for that I am taking one another class, and in that class I am taking the main method and creating object. So guys, here I am telling you the one new concept here. So this is we can call this class as a business logic class. Why we can call this class as a business logic class? Because business logic class doesn't have main method, so that class we can call it as a business logic class. So keep in mind. So I am writing here what is business logic class. So business logic class is nothing but the class which doesn't have main method, right? So this is that class is called as the business logic. This sorry, the class doesn't have main method, that class called as a business logic class, right? So this is the business logic class. So see, in our program, is there any main method is present here? No. So that's why we can call that class is a business logic class. So and other, also other word is there second, that is nothing but the user logic class. What is mean by user logic class? So user logic class is a class which is having main method, right? So this is nothing but the ULC. The class which contains main method, that class we can call at the user logic class, right? So user logic class is nothing but the the class which contains main method. So that class is called as user logic class. Hope this is clear, guys. So here I am creating one class, business logic class. Under that class I am taking the non-static method shoot, which is the method name. Shoot is the method name. So for calling this non-static method I am taking one another class, and under that class I am taking main method and create the object of that class, right? So I am taking second class name is, suppose I am taking here the class name is PUBG, right? So this is then I am taking main method here. So public void, public static void main.
Even we can write like that also, right?
Yes, we
Public
can
static
write.
void, public void static also we can write.
Yeah, we can write like that also. Right, this is the main method. Then I am creating the constructor here. Suppose what is our class name? The gun is our class name. So I am creating here constructor. So constructor is gun, and I am taking reference variable as g1 equals to new gun. This is the constructor, right? So I am calling the that method, right?
Yes.
G1 dot what I declare there, I am declaring there gun name I declare there,
Given dot
number of
shoot.
bullets also declare there, and shoot method is there, right? So I am declaring three things here. uh, uh, G1 dot gun name, so equals to, suppose I am taking gun name as a AK-47, suppose. Then G1 dot number of bullets equals to, suppose I am taking 6 number of bullets, and I am calling the method which is shoot method, right? So how many times it will print discount here? So how many bullets I am given here? So what is the output of that program?
6 times.
Right. So this is the user logic class, guys, because it consists main method. This is the user logic. So it will print 6 times discount because I am giving the number of bullets 6 times, right? So let's see in Eclipse. So how our program will execute.
So it is not taken from 0 to index value.
What?
From 0 to 6.
0 to 6?
0 to, it's count 0 to 6.
0,
0 to 5.
no, 0 to 5.
Yeah, 0 to 5.
Yes.
Then value is 5 also.
No, it will print 6 times, na, because we are giving here 6. Because
Okay.
what happened here? So while
If we take value
here,
for I is equals to 1, then it goes from 1 to 6.
because here I am taking integer I equals to 1, right? So it
Okay.
will start from 1 and it will increment one by one. here I am taking increment operator. This is nothing but the increment operator.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So it
Okay, sir.
increment one by one. So let's see. So under SRC, I am I'm creating new package. So I am giving the package name constructor. So under that package, I am creating one class. So which is our first class name? What is our first class name? That is gun, right? So I am taking gun as a first class name. So here I am writing this is the business logic class. Business logic class, right? So under that I am giving one string, declaring one string, that is gun name. Then I am declaring one integer value, number of bullets, right? And I am taking one non-static method here, public void shoot. Okay, so this is non-static method. My screen is visible now, guys, for everyone. Hello, guys.
Yes, sir. Visible. Visible, sir.
Okay, okay. So under this non-static method, I am declaring for loop. So under that integer I equals to 1, I am taking here. Then I is less than equals to uh, number of bullets, and then I will take increment operator here, right? And under this I am printing something, that is discount, right? Discount. So this is my business logic class, because it doesn't have, or it don't have the main method, right? So for calling this non-static method, so I have to create one another class, that is the main method class. So under this I am creating other class, that is the class name is PUBG. I am taking. Okay, so this is the user logic class. Here main method is present, and I have to create the constructor here, right? So what is our class name? Gun is our class name. Then I am taking reference variable as a g1 and equals to new keyword is there, and then constructor name must be same as the class name. So I am taking gun as a constructor name, right? And then I am calling g1 dot gun name equals to, suppose AK47 I am calling. then G1 dot number of bullets. I am taking 6 number of bullets here, and then I'm calling non-static method, that is shoot method, right? So it is our class name, gun is our class name now. So suppose I run this program, so what we get, is it printing, guys? Sorry, once again I am running this. Is it printing 6 times discount? Yes, guys.
Yes, sir.
Can you see this here?
Yes.
Here it is printing 1 2 3 4 5 6 times, because we are given here the 6 times the number of bullets 6. Suppose I change this number of bullets, so according to that it will print that times, right? So this is the constructor program, right? So how we can use the constructor to calling the method and calling the
Sir,
yes,
sir,
yes,
sir. Excuse me. What is the output of this program, sir? 6 is the output, sir. Is that
6 times outputs means 6 times what we are given here. So what we
out
call here,
output is a 6 times?
right?
Okay. Okay, sir.
6 times discount, it is the output, because here in gun class what we have written here, discount, right? So that's why we will give here the 6 time outputs, right? Because here we are taken number of bullets 6, that's why. Suppose I change this as 8, then what happen, let's see. So it will print my console.
హలో
Yes,
గురుగారు చెప్పండి. ఇంట్లోనే ఉన్నాను.
hello, kindly mute guys.
ఏంటండి?
Shivaji,
సరేనండి. ఇప్పుడు ఏమైంది?
hello.
ఆ,
Yes, hope this is clear, guys, for everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So do your practice at your own in your laptop. So constructor practice, and please keep these notes with you, because these notes will help you to crack the interview. So someone asks you regarding method and constructor, then tell them the difference between this. That these notes I will share you in your group as well after class getting over, right? So this is the our constructor, right? So in tomorrow's class we will see the next part of our Java. So we'll take some new topic from tomorrow, right? So take a 2 minutes break, and thereafter we will start our manual lecture. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.